This is how to break 90. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Practice swing.
I'll show you which 5 simple stats we can track to break 90 ASAP with Joonas from Tacoma Golf. I'll even show you how to fix 3 common mistakes that stop you breaking 90. With a wedge in hand, we want to hit the green, but it's not always gonna happen. So when we miss, we must get the ball onto the green with our short game. You will miss 14 out of 18 greens per round, so the short game is always involved. And the first stat you can track is the double chip. You must hit the green, anywhere on the green. If you miss the green, I guarantee that you set up an even more difficult chip. You always have a chance of making a long putt, but very slim chances of holing your second chip.
Good touch, baby. Oh.
Joonas hits the ball to a place that forces him to hit a certain shot. If you cannot hit a standard shot and have to adapt your shot, like punch or chip out, you've hit the next stat to a track called an out-of-position shot. I like to call it an oopsie. The fewer oopsies and double chips you have, the lower your score.
There you go. Oh, too much.
Joonas missed the greens long twice and one time on the right into a bunker. A bunker can also produce a double chip. It's part of the 2-chip reduction statistic. You want to get out of here in one shot. It's easy to see what Joonas was doing when I look back at the footage. He was slashing across the ball. And what you do then is you take away all this nice big fat bounce that they make on these Tacoma wedges, which are brilliant for getting out the sand. So it's very surprising to see him not get out. What Joonas does is he lines everything up real nice, but his swing is across the ball. So sometimes you're going to get out, and in fluffy sand, you're probably not even going to get out from that shot. What we want to do is the exact same thing, except instead of slashing across the ball, we want to get the bottom of that club, the sole, the big fat sole, to hit the bottom and bounce right off toward the hole, not across it. Let's go right through the ball. Same setup. You want your weight on the front foot 80%, open the face, hold it open, and enter the club into the sand 1 inch behind the ball and follow through. Now that's going to work every time because we're hitting it toward the target, not across the target.
Joonas is using 5 and 7 wood off the tee because on the front 9, his driver and 3 wood went 45 degrees to the right, deep into the shizer. Higher lofted clubs are easier to keep in play and out of the deep stuff, allowing a second shot.
I think you can go for that. There's no sense in doing anything else because if you can't skip it, you have to chip over this bunker. And if you don't catch it, you catch the sand. You're going to flop it in this place. And then the best case scenario is you kick it over and you leave yourself like a half wedge. But there's so much, you get a huge gap there. Yeah. What's the distance? What would you normally hit? Probably like a small 9. Okay, because the thing that you have there is a lot of sand, a lot of grass. Yeah. So you're probably not going to make the best contact. And actually you want a lower launch to get through the trees. Or 7. I would say it's an 8. Do you like an 8? Yeah. And try and hit the back edge of the green. Yeah.
We classify the shot as an oopsie because Joonas needed to hit a 8-iron because of the tree. We adapted his shot because of the obstacle. He hits an amazing recovery, but once again faces the dreaded double chip, and in this case, the triple or quadruple chip.
Practice swing.
Learn to get out of bunkers and you'll stop going in them. But also know how to get out of them when you do. There is a non-negotiable in golf. Two putting is very achievable by anyone. You don't need brawn and power, you need to learn the 4 skills of putting. The stat to track is 3 putts. Fewer 3 putts, lower scores. Joonas does everything right on this hole. We're playing with what he has on the day, a shot that goes way right.
Okay.
This is like a really difficult distance chip for me.
So what do you think when you get this shot?
I either have, like I could do like a 56, like just aim it at the flag pretty much, or I could do like a 9 iron and just like roll it on the green.
It's not going to work so much here rolling.
Yeah, because it goes left.
No, because of the grass.
No?
The grass here is very like Velcro.
Okay.
So once it
So
lands, it's
stops.
going to die.
Oh yeah.
So best to fly this on the green with a sandwich. But do you have like a half shot that you've ever practiced?
Yeah, like on like TrackMan, I practiced those a lot.
What distance does it go?
With a 56, I think it goes like, it's like 45.
Hit that.
There's not much you can do if you don't have swing coaching to know why you're doing it. So we play around it and adapt on the day. We've just limited the deepness into the woods. That's all we can do to keep spirits high. Joonas uses his TrackMan pitch shot to hit the green, but this bad boy hasn't been on a putting green in months. Now he's playing the fastest Bermuda grass greens in Bangkok, and he's leaving downhill putts. So I give him a simple hack of putting off the toe. These greens roll at PGA Tour speed, and downhill, down grain, you need mad skills.
Hey, it's alright, it's alright.
They say when in doubt, send it. Joonas is in a lot of doubt, and his 6-iron has the same shape as his woods off the tee. But the key is to not send it when in doubt. If he hits a driver off the tee, it's in the water.
So he's in the bunker here with a small lip that he has to clear, which is the bane of everyone's existence from a fairway bunker. So if he can clear the lip with a 150-yard club, he should definitely go for it. What have you got in your hand there?
7.
What is this one?
Pitching wedge. This is for laying up.
Okay. How do you feel looking at that with a 7?
Should probably clear it.
How much percentage?
48.3.
Okay, take a pitching.
An out-of-position shot is better than a water ball, but we lose shots in many places on the course. Here is how many unexpected shots you lose through penalties and oopsies.
In a fairway bunker, minimum half a stroke. OB, 2 extra shots. In the water, at least 1.5 strokes. Punching out from the trees, at least 1 stroke.
Yeah, so I mean, playing on TrackMan can give you unrealistic expectations.
It's
too. So, 45 yards?
Yeah.
Hit your 45-yard TrackMan shot like you're in the TrackMan.
Joonas is losing shots inside wedge range like a mother lover. That's why the next stat is to see every shot between 40 yards and your pitching wedge distance as a par 3. Track how many shots over par 3 you take between 40 yards and your pitching wedge distance. The lower your par 3 handicap, the lower your scoring.
Perfect little draw ski.
When you're trying to break 90, it's easy to walk away from a shot and think you suck. But nothing changes then. The best thing I've found is to hit another ball to either prove that you can hit the shot or to prove that you should try something else instead.
Okay, but now, wait.
In the trees.
The thing that happens is that we leave the golf course thinking that you hit a shot and think, oh, crap. So what you should do, just hit another one and aim it toward the palm trees, the two palm trees next to each other. See, like you got the shot, right? So you want to prove to yourself you've had the shot. Because now you walk off to that first shot and you're thinking, I suck, I lost another ball, I'm never going to play the...
It's like a therapy ball.
But look at that second shot, right?
Yeah, that's like the one that I was supposed to play.
Now we just need to move it up in the queue.
Yeah, that's right. Almost.
That's good. Whoa.
Wow, that breaks a lot.
Just snaps right, eh?
Yeah.
The most important part when you're pitching is to get the ball on the green. Now this is where Joonas can save a lot of shots. How do we avoid double chips on tough situations? Don't auto reach for the 60 degree. Work on a shot that you can use around the green, starting with your 56, and try another wedge too. We have to understand how aggressive we need to be. That pin is cut close to the edge. If I try to be greedy, I can put it in the bunker in front of me. I see a big ass part of the green, back right, and you just want to get the ball on the green to the fat part. Now that one's rolled beyond the pin, but we preset our expectations to just get it on. A putt is always easier than a second chip.
Joonas shows that on a flat tee box, on a par 3, he is very, very good. This is the Trackman Studio effect. Perfect lie, flat surface. Playing golf on the course with grass, turf, slopes and consequences will make Joonas a seriously good golfer. He has everything he needs. He just needs time, love and tenderness. Michael Bolton.
Half cup right or 1 cup?
What? I think it's a little more. I think you're out. I think you're out here.
Yes.
It's just gonna die in.
I think they're close.
Joonas had some problems on long downhill putts, which led to a lot of 3 putts. It of course came from his approach shots, finishing too far from the cup on the wrong side of the hole. A downhill putt on fast greens is much hairier for a 90 breaker than any other putt on the green. So what Joonas was doing, he was bashing everything 20 feet, 15 feet past. To have those long return putts is going to be very difficult to break 90. Now Joonas had not spent much time on Bermuda grass, number 1, which is extremely fast downhill, and on top of that he'd been in a Trackman studio on no putting greens. In that moment we can't teach him how to control his stroke. That's something he has to practice away from the course. If you can't control the tempo of your stroke and the rhythm and sizing the backstroke, like Joonas had trouble with on the greens we were playing, little tricks you can use. There's 2. One is to envision a hole short of the hole we're putting to, so I put an orange tee there in line with the distance I want to hit this putt, as if it were a flat putt to that tee. So I size my stroke and feel the rhythm to that particular spot, and I hit the same putt from there, and now that should stop right near the cup. Anything inside 3-4 feet from here is pretty good, and we've got ourselves a little 4-footer remaining there. The other thing you can do is look at the hole, size your putt as if it's a flat putt, and then putt off the toe of your club. Now when you putt off the toe of your club, it kills the speed. I like to aim a little further right when I do it. And what happens is it kills the speed. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can do it to the thing short of the hole. Maybe mine was actually too close to the hole. Maybe I should be aiming at something here. Or you can hit it off the toe of the club. I don't joke. Perfect bad boy. Oh, what a good shot. So, still 310 yards, skis, but we don't know what's happening on the right. We can't see much.
Yeah.
So all we can do is play to what we see. And that's up on the left there, high confidence or confidentiality. You can also look at your watch at the layup distance. How much to the 150 layup?
125.
125 to the layup.
That's a really good.
You like that?
A good bit of pitching with the rollout.
And I think 125 is a perfect number to that white stake over there. That's a 150 layup. If you want to get closer, you're going to have to go further right. Do you want to go over these trees or no?
I can go over there, yeah.
Are you confidential?
It's like a pitching, like a 9 out, yeah.
Okay, I'd go 9 and aim it at that white stake
And I think that's going to be money for them.
The final stat to track is the penalty shots and why they happened. Joonas dumped one in the water because he was not committed to the shot he chose. He was thinking of everything else but the shot at hand. To avoid this penalty would have been easy by just aiming further left so he could commit 100%. Did you notice Joonas does not duff full shots? The myth that duff shots prevent people from breaking 90 is rubbish. Duff shots on every hole actually just means that the golfer is still a beginner and needs lessons. People struggling to break 90 lose shots in the 5 stats in this video, and it gets more difficult if you combine 2 mistakes on the same hole, which Joonas did quite a bit. Most of the time, our problems are easy to find, but difficult to solve. Always ask the question why something happened. Then you can find the solution. Joonas is a closet 9 handicapper. He's got the game, but this is his first round on a golf course after spending a winter in the Trackman Bay in Finland, and I have no doubt he will get there soon.